Walk on the streets of Ghana at night and you will be greeted with the smell of Kelewele or spiced plantain. And before you know it, you'll be digging into your purse or bag and queuing for your turn. But if it gets finished before you are served, oh dear, then you'd have to do the waiting all over again. But today we'll be making our own and we are going for the same taste and flavor. And we will be baking some as well for that healthier option. So for ingredients, you need some cloves. I went for the whole ones. You can use powdered if you wish. These are grains of psyllium, quintia, and this is calabash nut or African nutmeg, very fragrant. And I've got here some ginger as well, half size onion and some crushed pepper and some salt to taste. So because these are hard, I'm going to crush them in a mortar first before I grind them together with the rest of my ingredients. And thank you so much for stopping by. You are warmly welcome. Next, I'll be cutting up my ginger into small pieces for ease of grinding. I'm going to grind the ginger for a bit before I add the crushed spices and the chili flakes. If you are using blender for this, only add small amount of water to it or no water at all if your blender can cope. I have added some salt to taste, and to make grinding easier, I am grating the onions instead of chopping. It is smelling so good. Now the seasoning is done. I'm going to go ahead and cut the ripe plantain, and preferably it shouldn't be too soft. First, we'll cut it into halves and cut the halves again and then slice them into small pieces like that. Nice and beautiful. So I continue to do this until it is done. I'm going to transfer them onto the mixing bowl and I'll add a little bit of black pepper together with the spices that we grinded earlier on and give it a good mix, making sure each and every one of this plantain is coated well with the spices so that it sticks on it well. Then I'll cover it up and let it sit for about 20 minutes before we bake this. However, as we'll be baking some and frying some as well, I've just made another batch here, which is up for frying. So my oil is now hot and it's ready to be fried. Now, one tip here when frying kelewele. You don't want to stir it straight away after putting it in the oil, else all the seasoning will fall off. Leave it on for about 2 minutes on a medium heat until the plantain separates like this. Then go ahead and stir it and fry until it is nice and golden. And then remove it from the oil. Look, most of the seasoning are still sticking onto the plantain, and at this point you want to make sure your peanuts are ready and on standby because you cannot wait for too long. It is so delicious with rice as well. So now friends, we are going to move on onto the baking method. So onto my baking tray, I have just added some oil and I'm spreading it across to cover all the surface area. Then we're going to get the plantains that we seasoned earlier on and put it onto the tray. And instead of digging in with a spoon to spread it, I shake the tray like this to spread them apart. Then after, if I need to spread them any further, I will take a spoon and spread them. Otherwise, the seasoning will come off and we don't want that. After that, I just sprinkle it with a little bit of oil, which is optional. Then I make sure my oven has already been heated for a while. Then we will be baking. Look how gorgeous it is. Kelewele in its healthiest form. The seasoning are super sticky on it. Look, I'm going to break one to see. Nice and soft inside, but I recommend you eat this straight from the oven to stop it from drying out. What do you think? Baked or fried? The choice is yours. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and please remember to subscribe. Until I see you in my next video, stay blessed. Take care. Bye.